Well, hello everybody. Actually, why I have these cards out? Well, we're going to be delving into Mercury in the sign of Sagittarius today. Yes, Sagittarius, the very optimistic, eternal optimist, the sporty adventurer, fun-loving Sagittarius. And actually, Mercury in Sagittarius is quite fast. As being a mutable sign, um, as well in fire, in the element of fire, which could be very honest and generous. Also, Mercury in Aquarius in Sagitt. I'm sorry, Mercury in Sagittarius. We have the Magician. Actually, I have a new card here from the Crystal Visions deck that I had and I dug up from my my collection of tarot cards. And here's the Magician in the Crystal Visions deck. And so Mercury in Sagittarius is also in detriment. But if you have, well, let's say, uh, Mercury in Sagittarius from 14 degrees to 19 degrees, you have get some more extra dignity by by term, and because we have a tarot card, excuse me, for the for Mercury in Sagittarius, he also has dignity by face, which coincides with the Eight of Wands. And yes, here we are. We have this Eight of Wands with a bunch of unicorns rushing out. A bunch of unicorns. The Eight of Wands. They look like unicorns to me. They have the horn on their heads. So yeah, they don't really. I To me, the Eight of Wands are very swift uh, and chaotic. Apparently, there's Mercury and the glyph for Sagittarius. And there's a lot of electricity and erratic energy, swift energy. This one, yeah. Here's the Eight of Wands in the Light Seers deck. A lot of action, energy, a lot of movement, swift movement, and then the Universal Rider Waite deck, Eight of Wands. So yeah, we have lots of swiftness, quick energy. It's very spontaneous energy as well. Sagittarius is very spontaneous as well, being a mutable fire sign. They like to mutable signs are very adaptable, can be very um oh what do you say? Can be very clumsy because they're rushing into things. They can be irresponsible and haphazard when they in communication. They just speak. Um, sometimes they, I don't know. Sometimes Mercury in Sagittarius's communication style is a bit chaotic. They are very outspoken with Mercury in Sagittarius. Um, could seem look foolish with how they present themselves with their words, and they can be funny. Mercury in Sagittarius does love to spin a nice story. you know, um, quite outgoing and truthful. They speak their truth. With Mercury and Sagittarius, they speak their truth and quite enthusiastic about their own ideas with swiftness, with swift and so yeah, a swift agility. Their minds are very agile because it's a mutable sign. And I'll show you. I'll share the chart with you when Sagittarius, when Mercury will be in Sagittarius, and quite. And right now, I'm going to share this chart with you. And are we looking at this? Yes. Here's the chart for December 6th, 2026, 12:33 a.m. on the West Coast. Mercury will be at 0 degrees Sagittarius. The sun is ahead of Mercury right now. Virgo will be on the rise. So it'll be Virgo, which rules Mercury, is ruled by Mercury. Will be in the fourth house if you're Virgo rising. So yeah, then if you're a Libra rising, this will be their third house. Scorpio rising, your second. Sagittarius, this will be your first house. Yeah. So yeah. So you can go by and so on. By the houses. So, and Mercury is in detriment, as I said. And he has dignity by face here because he's at 0 degrees. And until 10 degrees. So, yeah, if we go ahead in days we get to about here. Well, yeah, about here. 9, and then, yeah, 9:59 degrees. Moving into 10th degree, we have some dignity by face, or the third, or in the first decan, and then um, move this to about here, about 15. We're 15 degrees, yeah. So 14 to 19 degrees, we have Mercury has some dignity, has only dignity by term, and he's still detriment. Um, Expansive because it's ruled by Jupiter. Mercury is ruled by Jupiter here. Um, so yeah, yeah, as well. And Jupiter will be in Leo at this time too, retrograde. That's not bad. Jupiter is in a good sign here. Jupiter is in Leo. Jupiter is also in detriment. How about that? Yep, Jupiter is also in detriment. So we had two detriment planets talking to each other Yeah, interesting, huh? But hey, not all bad. I don't think. I don't think it'll be all bad. Um, I'm sorry. Jupiter is not in detriment. I misspoke. I'm sorry. Jupiter is not in detriment in Leo. Ay. All right. I'm sorry, everybody. Yes. Jupiter is in pretty good shape here. If you're a night chart, then yeah. But this is about Mercury in Sagittarius, which is ruled by Jupiter in this and at this time. But I'll get into that when we get closer to December at the end of the year. There's a lot to go going on this year. Jupiter will be entering Leo. Um, oh yeah, Jupiter has face at 10 to 20 degrees. Okay. And if you're a night chart, if your sun, this is a night chart, so the sun is down here in the third house. Jupiter has some dignity by night triplicity because your night chart. Triplet has triplicity, essential dignity by triplicity. So yeah, actually, it's interesting to add this um, astrology with the tarot and connecting the dots with the planets. So yeah, that's advanced astrology. So let me stop this share. And here's we back to these the Mercury, which is Gemini, or Mercury, which is represented by the Magician or Magus in the Thoth deck, Lightseer's deck, the Magician. He's conjuring up ideas and stories. Sagittarius, they are Mercury and Sagittarius. Well, they can tell some, even make themselves, even if it's a lie, they'll believe it. They can make themselves believe anything they'd like to with Mercury and Sagittarius. Even if it is a lie, they believe it. Actually, they'll believe it. Anything. They can be a bit gullible. I would say Mercury and Sagittarius people can be a bit aloof to on the and in the on the when they're not using it at their highest vibration. But yeah, if they're using Mercury and Sagittarius at the highest vibration, they will be very astute and very, I would say, very adventurous in speech and communication. Um, they see the best in humanity. They can be idealistic, blunt. They do not like small talk, though. They are quite sporty. They will be. They like yes. Actually, they do like to be involved in sports. Anything that's very like um they like to be on a team and yeah, very fast sports like soccer is a fast game and or Yeah. So, um, let me see. So, yeah. So, like I'm dressed, they like to be very sporty. And it's actually a fire sign, so that's why I'm wearing red. And they Sagittarius, Mercury and Sagittarius. Well, they could become very. They are faithful. The way they communicate is, and their messages are based in their faith. Could be they could become very a zealot like. Although they seek truth, risk takers, quite outspoken, and they're actually pretty have a good sense of humor. They love world travel. They love to explore and find new things, anything new overseas. They like maybe they even may like love to travel, yeah, to far off lands, uh, to see how other people live and their and others' philosophies on life. So that's what I have for you. Mercury in Sagittarius. In detriment has term and face. Term between 14 and 19 degrees. Face in the first decan of Sagittarius. We have some extra, like some dignity here. Some doesn't cancel out all of the detriment that you have, but Mercury in Sagittarius, they are fun to talk to. Yes. And so, yes, thanks for watching, listening. And that concludes all the tarot cards and the signs they represent. So yeah, here's Mercury in Sagittarius. Mercury in and here's Mercury in Sagittarius. Mercury in Sagittarius. Well, this one I like most because actually, and this one is like swift, fast, and actually, and also this one. Actually, this one is interesting as well. A bunch of unicorns going in different directions. Looking in different. Actually, this is quite interesting. And I actually digging up this deck. Yeah, for the Eight of Wands. Uh, can be that Mercury in Sagittarius energy. If not, if it's not harnessed correctly, because actually a bunch of horses need to be wrangled up. These unicorns are all over the place. So yeah. Thanks for watching. I'm Steven the Jupiterian. Take care.